Hello and welcome back to Lichdom Battlemage. Okay, so yeah, this is where we need to go. Best ran away. I say ran, I mean teleported. But yeah. Running and teleporting, kinda similar. You know, depending on which theory of magic you go by. Yeah, if we assume it's the variant that says in order to do something you need to have the energy to do it, and I'm assuming teleporting to a different location requires roughly the same energy as just moving there. Then again, if you convert it into energy en route, that would reduce it a bit. Am I really trying to work out the physics of teleportation while playing a video game? That would be impressive if I figured out how to do matter transportation. And I'm not saying it's likely to happen, but hey, you never know. That thing. That's boring looking thing. I wonder if I've got enough things to upgrade that missile that I was looking at. I think that was an extra destruction augment I needed, wasn't it? Moving strategic shield. Are they implying it's going to make me cry? That would be impressive for a shield to make you cry. Because with this many minions, I'm barely having to work at this point. Synthesis, upgrade, augments. Nope, still no new destruction one. Pity. That's a really good destruction augment. And that's a pretty good missile as well. Pity I can't upgrade it anymore, to be honest. Yep, can't upgrade that one either. That's not bad either. %30 charger. Still onwards. Okay, why has this location put me in mind of Thunderbird? Ah, he went down really easy, even with his colossal health. I appreciate the colossal health is relative to, you know, a standard goon of his type, so if it's one of the crossbow guys, yeah, they're going to go down fast.
No, not yet. It doesn't look good. The twins drained the water right out of the riverbeds.
How?
Who knows what else they've been doing to these people.
Nice. Any idea how they manage that?
Has to be some kind of cult device. Keep hammering these bastards, and I'll find out more.
Ah, so they have some river-draining device, do they? Yeah, well, you can't beat a good evil device, I suppose.
What we offer is so much nicer
than this miserable little life.
I can't. Let me go home. Please.
I cannot abide sniveling. Hadira.
Console yourself. You can still serve us.
Yikes. These two are pretty crazy, aren't they?
Think very hard.
Ah, the old do what we say or we'll kill you approach to employee management. I'll be honest, I've never found that one particularly effective. Wow, one of those guys actually hit me hard enough to take off the segment. Whoa! You, isn't it? You stand still. When you're coming back as a zombie when I eventually kill you. Wow! Okay, so that guy was hitting hard enough to knock away an entire shield segment. And now, of course. You, be quiet. You. Probably should have brought those guys back as my undead minions. Who's gonna hang around up there? Seriously, how are you not dead yet? Thank you. Hey, when he dies, I get bonus. Cool. Ah, great, another one. These guys like teleporting in close, don't they? I mean, all that really does is break mid-range my ice spell, but, you know. Another one? Okay. It's annoying, every time I die I've got to rebuild the horde. Okay. Now one of these things again. I died hilariously easily last time I saw one. Oh, that died so easily it was kind of funny actually. Oh boy. Hey, thought I'd lost a shield segment there. Whoa! 2 segments gone in 1 attack. That's just cheap. Oh boy. Thank goodness for quick recharging shields. Oh, it's one of those things. I was wondering why I was taking so much damage. Nope, nope. Move. At least it turned into an undead lackey when it died. Okay. Anything down here? No. Pity. Time for another shield recharging thing. I'm assuming you're only ever going to have 3 shield segments. Super lightning! I'm very surprised I didn't kill him. Yep. That did. I've still got 2 more bolts of super lightning left. Which I'm probably going to have to use both of them on that guy up there. Ah, that's what causes this sort of particularly impressive lightning effect around the hands. Okay, that's kind of cool. So that's the visual shorthand for super lightning, is it? Constant lightning arcs around your hands. Nifty. Gets the job done. Damn it. That was a waste. He had a shield up, so all that did was cut it down. Don't let me near that guy when he dies. I'd say there's quite impressive creature design on display at the moment. You know, there's decent variety in the enemies. I mean, they all break down into one of a few categories in terms of the way they behave, but they all have, you know, reasonably interesting look and feel. So I can't complain about that. Unfortunately, I don't think enemies hit with necromantic energy die any faster, do they? That'd be handy if it also provided a damage buff.
It has such promise, doesn't it?
Hadara.
We need a source of life. We cannot sustain ourselves forever, my love.
Yeah.
There is sustenance here. The water, the people, everything is ours. We need only...
Take hold.
Ah, so they were doing the old draining the life out of their people to keep themselves alive and or young trick. Always a classic among, you know, complete scumbags. Ooh, we finally have another destruction spell, which... yeah, I can't upgrade very well at the moment because I don't have many greens. That's my fault for getting rid of all of my greens. A fleet tactical shield. Ooh, is that a... no, that was a respawn point rather than a shield sphere. Fair enough. Oh. Keep your eye... there's one up there. I was going to say keep your eyes peeled for shield spheres because they can be very handy. Yes, that's the direction I need to be going in. Is there anything over here? As if it's a full-on... whoa! Took a lot of light damage there. Nothing major, but it's enough to keep me on my toes, I suppose.
Find anything useful?
No, it just reminded me of better times. Anyway, you see that last echo?
Yep.
Is it the twins or the other dragon?
The latter. I'm glad they made it this far, and I hope they did some damage.
So, hang on, if they were hanging around there...
from this part of town, mostly young and healthy sorts. Pity they weren't going after the old and fat. Rather toad-like fellow says I owe him money.
Let's save the aside. Then we'll worry about your debts.
I assume you recommend a visceral solution. Poaching some cultist brains in their own juices, perhaps?
That sounds like a plan.
So well.
So hang on, if they manage to, you know, fight their way through the lodge to get this far, yet they didn't manage to actually kill, you know, Shaxx, his lieutenant, his kids. So they wiped out his lackeys but didn't actually do anything about the boss. God, you just can't get the heroes these days, can you? Did I almost fall down a big pit? That would be a really dumb way to go. Well, you're just like me, mind.
Heaven knows my family's a pack of gilded leeches, draining the lifeblood out of commoners. But these twins put my relatives to shame.
Well, lucky for me, you turned out different. Do you think they've sold out to the twins?
They're vermin, not villains. They're likely cowering somewhere, hoping someone else will take care of this invasion for them.
That is the plan.
Fair enough. Why does it bother giving me greys? They're basically useless. Actually, to be fair, I've got a bunch of greys at the moment. I can at least combine them. Yeah. Not now, guys. I'm trying to crap. Wait your turn. Protect me, zombie minions. Right, where was I? Ah, yes. I can at least combine a few of the greys in ways that I don't really care about. And now I should be able to upgrade this to... What? Seriously? I've just created a bunch of... oh, right. Bunch of greens. Excellent. So... Pool. Watch that to the mountain. Excellent. So I can put that and that in. That's a really potent. This should make for one heck of a charging missile. So it does 230 damage compared to 149. 100% chance to chain to targets. 20% crit chance. Slightly lower crit effect, but that's okay. 10.4 apocalyptic chance as opposed to 2.5, so that's good. 100% casting speed, charge time of 0.7. Yes, yes, yes. And equip that. So I have a new chain lightning spell, which is significantly stronger. Looks bigger too. What exactly is going on? I feel like I'm being shelled at range. Assuming it to keep going down there. Oh, that was pretty good. Think about with an apocalypse missile. So now got apocalypse effect on. I'm assuming there's probably a... Yeah, there's a thing in here. I'm not going to even attempt it with only one shield piece. And it's definitely because I don't think I could do it with one shield piece, and not because I can't be buggered. That's definitely the case. Is that a shield thing? Yes, it is. Good. And that's a teleport thing. I am not going through that. Because again, I can't be bothered. That's the thing, if your game's going to be this samey... And don't get me wrong, the combat's not bad. It's just really, really repetitive. I'm not saying you won't like it and enjoy it, but there's a lot of it here. Hello, Ugly. Would you be interested in becoming my undead horde? I can offer absolutely no healthcare, no dental, because, let's face it, I'm British. This is why we have the NHS. You don't need healthcare. But on the plus side, I can offer you the chance to eat as many cultist brains as you like. And I have no idea how cultist brains taste relative to average brains. I'm assuming since they're in a cult, they're probably a bit thick. Or at the very least, easily led. But, you know. And before anybody inquires, no, I'm not making a Scientology reference for the simple reason that those people have an awful lot of money. Plus, let's face it, everybody's done the Scientology references to death at this point. Yeah, we don't need anybody else taking the piss out of them, because they take the piss out of themselves with everything they say.
Move along the rooftops. You can smell water and flowers up here. The oasis must be close.
Must be nice for you.
Ah, there it is. Figured that to be a way through somewhere.
Please, mistress, show mercy. We're desperate. No water means no crops.
Crops don't interest me, fool. That water.
Keeps us and the oasis.
Beautiful. Oh,
Yeah, they're
those
draining the life out of their
will
people to stay young.
Understand.
Lunatics.
It's bad enough some horrible bandits
Murdering our loyal guards
now the rabble plague us.
with their tiresome little problems.
Charming individuals. Remind me a bit of the Conservative Party. Ooh, political satire. Sorry, that's the thing about being British. We don't respect our politicians. In fact, we kind of hate their guts. There was a fantastic line in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. How was it? Ooh, purple. Yes, anyone capable of getting themselves elected president should on no account be permitted to do the job. Which I happen to think is a fantastic quote. Because anyone smarmy enough to actually get themselves elected should not be put anywhere near decisive control. Control's always useful. This new lightning spell is nice and powerful. Because I'm still not entirely sure what the max level you can get a spell type up to is. 15, 16, something like that. Yeah, I think there's an achievement for each of them for getting it up to level 16, so I would assume that's the peak. Yeah, great. There we go. Probably ought to create a new area spell, couldn't I? Blaring How's that? Yeah, unwavering area. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. It's alright, I suppose. Let's put that in. Nah. I'll say, I like my electricity spells nice and high damage. Okay, so it's going up here.
Damn. All this waste.
Well, there's Shax's kids.
Rotten apples from a rotten tree. No villagers here. Alive, anyway. Looks like they've converted all their slaves into undead.
What about
Charming.
their water collection device?
It's the centerpiece of that temple of theirs. And I am so looking forward to you bringing it down on top of them.
With pleasure. Or mild satisfaction, at least. How do I get in? Knock. Blast the door with a spell. That's a tad disappointing. Being able to... for example, if you could only access certain secret areas, if you had certain spell types on them, so, being able to freeze water to walk over it in order to get at certain things. Being able to animate a large pile of corpses with necromancy in order to make them get out of your way. There's lots of little ideas that you can come up with too. Ooh, leveled up my necromancy. That's good. Don't level that up much. Yeah, faster charging. Ow. I don't get why you people are so dismissive of me, given how many of your friends I've killed. And then summoned as my undead minions. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Oh, that's a point. I could create a new necromantic spell, couldn't I? Wavering area. No, okay, fair enough. Just look at what I had.
That's a piece of work, all right. Think you can figure out how to make it stop?
I was going to hit it until it broke. Keep the enemies protecting the water chamber. So I'm assuming I'll eventually find enough reliquaries to unlock every magic variety.
We'll see you again soon.
We promise.
And of course they're going to turn up, taunt you and run away. Because that's what everybody in this game does. I've now got a 10% chance of... come on, get off me. Of getting the apocalyptic effect, which is nice. Already on. A bit tired this morning for some reason. I don't know if I can kill her. Oh boy, that's a lot of them. I've still got a few minions bouncing around. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought. Thank you, minions, for dealing with the problem.
Well done, dragon. The water returns to the land, and you can now leave the oasis. The
Why,
twins
thank you.
are fleeing to the reliquary in Lost Zasad. I suggest you stop them before they get there.
On it, boss. Let's get delirium, I suppose. I'm not going to use it, so it doesn't really matter.
Dragon, this way. They're heading into the waste.
Right, so which way am I going then? Serious question, I have no idea which way it wants me to go now. It said this way and then was very vague about it. Up here. Yeah, there we go, finally he's back to being helpful. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Ah, backtracking. The edge and dart of making games really blooming infuriating sometimes. Okay, that was quite satisfying. I'd say the 100% chance to chain on this spell is spectacularly useful for taking out moderate-sized groups. I'm going that way.
Dragon, the twins blink through here.
On my way.
Okay. Yes, the apocalypse multipliers are, I will admit, very handy. Occasionally a bit wasteful if I start charging up a spell and they're all dead. Would be a nice way to cancel out of a nice if we had a way to cancel out of a spell without actually throwing it, but oh well. Oh.
Such a terrible walk to Lost Zasad.
But, dear heart, it keeps the relic
Safe. Oh, Hadara, I do love her.
secret.
Yeah, those two are really creepy.
One
Ah.
day,
I'll kill you. My bitch, I'll tear you apart.
Well, that seemed too easy.
He's still twitching a bit.
my heart bleeds.
So she killed them. That's not a good sign. You know, if she killed them and they're still walking around and being, you know, complete dicks, then what the hell is going on? Well, with that mystery to consider, I think that's an excellent point to end this video and say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part.